Alright guys, welcome back to another Attack on Titan reaction video. My name is James, and today we're going to be watching Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 2, Episode 18, as people are calling it. So, obviously, I am super excited. This is one of my favorite reactions to do. This is one of my favorite shows to do. I've been waiting with bated breath to get an English subbed version at any point in time, or a Japanese subbed version at any point in time. So I'm super excited. We left off on a few big cliffhangers. We have Armin and Mikasa, who are finally considering maybe even working with Eren, which is kind of huge. I am super happy about that. They're really who I'm rooting for. He's getting destroyed by everybody. The whole army has come in and kind of just wrecking the scouts and that whole crew. So maybe the scouts are going to come to his help. I don't know. Also, we have Zeke. Zeke has a plan. We don't really know what the plan was. We just saw his butt last episode, which I'm sure that was enough for some people. But we don't really know. There was just kind of that moment at the end there, obviously, and he clearly has a plan. I really don't think that he's actually working with Eren. I think he's using Eren. On top of that, Levi's alive. We saw Levi was alive last episode. We're still waiting. And I want to see what happens with him and Zeke, because this rivalry has been building up for so long. They fought like 4 times now. So I really can't wait. As always, full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon as soon as I can get it up there humanly possible. We have tons of other anime reactions, whether on Patreon, whether on our YouTube channel. We're starting up Haikyuu Season 2, tons of cool stuff. So stick around if you like my content, if you like our reactions. And yeah, thank you for joining me here. Thank you for watching. Let's just get into Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 2, Episode 18. Oh my gosh! Come on. All right, there's no after credit scene. Wow. That was a really good episode. Yeah, that was just so well done. I mean, Attack on Titan, they're just masters at it, right? The character development, the animation, it's weird. It like, not even considering the morals of it, because I feel like that's Attack on Titan, where it's like, oh, we're all human, but it's so hard just because the animation is so well done, and honestly, all the characters and stuff are so cool to like not just enjoy all the moments and not root for one side over the other. Like, dude, Peak doing that sneak attack was so cool. And they freaking took out the Beast Titan in like a second. Like, he's not dead, but they took him out. I don't know what's gonna happen with Eren. I am like praying above all hope that he goes and he's just gonna walk up and rip him out and just like chuck him or something like crazy. Like, just rip Zeke out and chuck him, and then Levi comes flying. I mean, it's a fantasy, but really, like, that he doesn't go to just connect with him. I don't know. I mean, this show is kind of genius, right? Last episode, it was like, okay, back to our sides. Here we have, the Eldians and Paradise Island and all this different kind of stuff. And now I think it was like, oh, remember how you didn't know who was right and how all these people are human? And that beautiful moment with Gabby. Oh, that was so cool. The whole Falco Gabby thing, which I'm not going to lie, starting last season, I was like, these kids are stupid. They're going to try and get me to like these enemy kids, and I know what you're doing, and I'm not going to like them. Now I really like them. And that moment was really profound, where it is really like, everybody, we think of the other people as demons, but they're not. They're humans. And I think that, not to get too philosophical, but I think that's something that everybody deals with in life, where to do what we have to do or to be against somebody, that's how we rationalize it, is we'll go and be like, look, well, that person's a demon. Anyone who doesn't agree with me, even if you haven't met them, even if you haven't looked at their actual actions and what they do as a human being, as opposed to what you think they do or what you've been told they do. And so I thought that was super cool. And I feel like that is kind of the more general idea even behind the show, I'm feeling. But I kind of just love how we're in this like mess now, where it's like everybody has to take sides against people, maybe with people, whatever. I mean, even Reinar, like he wasn't really even against Eren. Like, you think of it as this big rivalry, but really it's not even that big of a rivalry. The only epic rivalry is the Beast Titan and Levi. But those two, it's like Reinar could have, I feel like, done more damage to Eren, and he wasn't, because he was trying to get Eren to stop. And even now at the end, he's like, don't do it, Eren. And then you see, Mikasa and Armin, who have had these horrible things said to him. I mean, Eren just beat the living daylights out of Armin last season, and you have them being like, well, we have to join sides with him. We have to join sides with the Jaegerists, even if that doesn't matter. They're getting the government back out, and they're like, hey, we have to fight against the Marlians or the Eld, whatever you want to call them. Fight together as well. We're gonna work with them, and they're gonna work with the Jaegerists, and it's so crazy. And that's what I love about this show, is that it just brings up these fascinating moral questions, and then you have all these characters that, I'm not going to lie, on every side that I really care about. And so it's really great with the good moments, and it's really bad with the bad moments. I mean, really the only one I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest, is Zeke. Like, I understand him, I'm not a huge fan of him, but like that peak moment, I mean, come on guys, like that was epic. I think there was a huge moment that's going to be overlooked with, well, maybe not overlooked, but with Mikasa, right? I don't think we have ever seen her without that scarf, ever. And she left it behind it, and I don't really even know what that means. You know, she's such an interesting character, and I feel like the whole idea of her being an Ackerman brings up these like really trippy questions of like predestination and fate, whether she has a choice to care about Eren or not. I like to think that she does, but I mean, heck, anyone would in that situation, right? And so that leaving of the scarf behind, I mean, maybe that's what that is. So on the one hand, it's a bad thing, but on the other hand, it's a good thing, because it's showing that she can choose. She can choose. She doesn't have to defend Eren. She's going to take that scarf back when she wants, when she decides. It's not like just this blind loyalty, which is really interesting, because, I mean, heck, that's kind of been Mikasa's character trait. And then the big reveal, you know, last season, we kind of thought like, hey, that's it's all because she's an Ackerman, which I don't know if we're ever really going to get answered, but either way, I think that that's really interesting character development for Mikasa, because we've never really seen her do that. And then I think that if she does choose Eren, whether romantically or, I'm so shipping them. I'm sorry, I'm totally rooting for them. But if she does choose Eren, then I think it's this kind of like ultimate beauty where she's stepping back and being like, look, I'm not controlled by these things. I'm not going to have blind loyalty. I'm going to think for myself in these crazy situations. And if I'm going to choose you, I will choose you. And that could be just like incredible. So I don't know where this is going to go. The thing that makes me really sus about this show, and especially about Eren's motives being necessarily to work with Zeke, is we haven't seen Eren. Really, you know what I mean? Like, we see the Titan Eren, but it's almost like a third-person view. We haven't had in his thoughts, or even really shown him too much in the Titan, like, fighting or saying stuff. It's really been, like, everybody else's point of view, and you see Eren fighting, but we don't know what's going on inside his head. He's not saying anything. He's not trash-talking, and so that's why I feel like something is up. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's still working with Zeke, but something, it's not everything is not as it seems. Let's say that. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Let me know what you guys thought. As always, you know, fill me in. Lore, anything like that from the manga. Obviously, I really like that. Don't spoil anything, but I know the more I've been watching anime, the more I learned that like the manga has like cool details that just never show up in the anime. So feel free to throw that in the comments down below. Favorite moment of the episode? I mean, not gonna lie, the whole peak moment was like super shocking and really cool. I think that was definitely my favorite moment with the sneak attack, even though, because I'm not really a big fan of Zeke, and so that's why I feel like I'm kind of siding with Peak, even though I guess I'm rooting for Eren and the Jaegerists. That was still just a super cool moment of the way they revealed. That was super well done. So that was my favorite moment. Let me know what your guys' favorite moment in the comments down below was. And yeah, thank you for joining me here. Thank you for watching. Like I said before, the full-length reaction is going to be up on Patreon as soon as I can get it uploaded. This stuff is, I'm just doing it as fast as humanly possible. And feel free to stick around. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you like, subscribe. We have tons of awesome content coming up. We're going to be having like 4 to 5 different animes going on every week. We're watching Demon Slayer, we're watching Haikyuu, we're watching Tokyo Ghoul soon. We have tons of really cool stuff coming up, so feel free to stick around, check out some of the other stuff. Either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, if you do stick around, I will see you all next week at least with Attack on Titan.